Is that okay? Like these little badass boys that thought it would be cute to drop a shopping cart from what, the 4th floor on the parking garage. Did you guys hear about that? They thought that was a prank. So the headlines is a prank gone horribly wrong. You know why the prank went horribly wrong? Because their parents didn't whoop their ass whenever they did something wrong. You know, and this is why people making a black and white thing, because black people are like, what is you talking about? I watched an episode of Lincoln Heights, and the little white girl went to visit the black girl's house, and the black girl's daddy was a cop. And so she went in, he had to go handle some family business. And so the little white girl's like, oh cool, it's party time. So they end up having a party at the house. You know what? In real life, that wouldn't happen in a black household, because the black kids would have told this little white girl, oh no, that's not gonna happen here. You're not. No. Can you you probably cannot count the times that a little black child that you tried to get involved in some shit. I mean, this is like interracial friends. Like if you a white person, you got some black friends, you try to get them to do some shit when you was in school, 8 times out of 10, you know that black person was like, girl, my mama will kill me if I do that. Be like, are you serious? My dad will come up to this school and bust me square in my jaw if I try that. Y'all go ahead, knock yourself out. Like, it's some little shit that little kids will do and be sneaky about, but you know, stuff that you got common sense enough not to do, because even just the fear of getting caught because your parents are gonna whoop you. And if you get a whooping, now I stopped getting whoopings when I was in the 4th grade. The reason why I stopped getting whoopings is because I realized my parents really value honesty. Hence, I guess my blatant honesty to today's age. But I caught on to that stuff. Now my sisters, on the other hand, they got their ass whooped to they might still get whoopings. No, not for real. Everybody grown. But yeah, I stopped getting whoopings in 4th grade because I realized my parents, if you do something and lie about it, you getting your my common sense, because I had it even back then, was like, okay, even if I do something, if I lie about it, I'm in trouble. So I just started telling on myself. Even when I did stuff, I ain't saying I never did anything. I was a good girl though. But even the little bitty stuff that I did, I would tell it on myself. I'm gonna get in trouble, but I won't get a whooping if I just be honest about it. Mom, Dad, you told me not to play ball in the house. I played ball and knocked over the lamp. I shouldn't have done it. I don't have any excuse. I shouldn't have done that. I'm in trouble, but I'm not getting a whooping. I remember what my last whooping was too. My last whooping was, because y'all know I was a little tomboy. My little girlfriend, she was a white girl, but she did some stuff that I wouldn't do, like cuss out her mama, smoking cigarettes. She did a lot of shit that I wouldn't do. So this is one of my tomboy things. I used to like to climb the tree and go from the tree to jump on top of the roof because it was close enough. So I would get on top of the roof and I would go, and this was toward the back, and I would walk up over top of the roof and jump off the house. I thought I was cool like that. It's like, I jumped off the house. And I might make this a separate video so y'all could tell me if you remember your last whooping, because that would be a good that would be a good tag video. But anyway, all right, so I climbed the tree and jump onto the roof, and then I'll walk up and to the front of the roof, and I jump off the house. So I was trying to get my little girlfriend to jump off the roof with me, you know, not because we were sneaking and do it, but because I was like, you know, it won't hurt. It's just, I mean, it doesn't hurt you. And I was trying to walk her through, because I think I saw on a either on a TV or something show where they were showing the military guys jumping out of the parachute. So just for added encouragement, I encourage her to, when you jump off the roof, when your feet hit the ground, you know, collapse your legs so you don't, you know, sprain your ankle or anything like that. So anyway, I hopped on the roof and I went to the front, and I jumped off the roof at the front. You know, see, no big deal. Look what I could do. And so I told her, come on. So she climbed up the tree and she jumped on the roof. Proud of her for that. She got that far. So she got to the front. I was, you know, telling her, come on, you know, to jump. Well, then my dad came home. My dad came home through the driveway, and we were on the roof of I'm trying to describe like you know what it looked like. But so my dad came and pulled into the driveway, and I ran into the house. And if she would have listened, like if she wouldn't have been scared, she could have jumped right off the roof and been in the house with me like nothing happened. So in my head, that's what I thought she was gonna do, but I didn't consider how scared she really was. So I jumped off the roof, assuming that when she sees a car coming, when she see my dad's car coming, she will jump off that roof and come in the house. But I jumped off the roof, ran in the house, and ran into my room and turned the TV on and sat in front of the TV like I just been watching TV the whole time. Like I didn't do anything. Really? Like I didn't do anything. And really, now that I think about it, I mean, if I'm encouraging her to do it, what if she breaks her leg? Well, and I encourage her to break her leg. You know what I'm saying? So, but anyway, yeah, that was my last whooping. And he didn't say anything. Talking is optional. You know what you did. Just like this little girl know what she did. And I keep calling her a little girl. I know she was 16 then, which is not a little girl. That's old enough to know better. If you want to know the truth, Amber Cole's parents need to whoop her ass. Yeah, I said it. And all you bitches that are like, you know, quit acting like you never did anything wrong. Nobody acting like they never did anything wrong. They just acting like they never sucked dinghies on the side of a school building in public. And if you want to be mad at the boys, I mean, really, little girl? I'm not even pissed off at her. I'm pissed off at her parents. And everybody that defend her, you are a hoe. And you just feeling sensitive because you did that shit. And if you gonna be a hoe, own up. Own it. Own that stuff. Own it. I knew I was gonna be sucking his dick. I knew he was gonna be at school, and I knew he was gonna be in the side of the building, and I knew his friends was gonna be there, and I knew they all had cell phones with cameras on them, and I knew they was aiming at me, but I didn't know that they was gonna. Okay, I knew they was gonna record it, but I didn't know that it was gonna be posted on YouTube. Okay, I knew if they recorded it, they was gonna be posted it somewhere, but I didn't know I would be embarrassed. Oh wait, I'm not embarrassed. Hence, your parents need to whoop your whole ass. I know y'all gonna be mad. I'm gonna have a whole slew of people mad at me right now. I don't really care. It is the answer. It is the answer. To whoop their ass. If they don't understand, don't do that, and they try you. Y'all don't know anything about that. Black parents, try me. That, you know what try, we know what try me means. This little girl tried her dad. When she told him that she had the video and that she was gonna post it, and he told her, post it then, do what you gonna do. Let me translate that for you. Try me. He's a judge. He knows the phases that all this gonna go through. He know that he could possibly lose everything behind this. You and your mama need to get a fucking job. Get a real fucking job. And all this heated conversation I'm having, I can't say that I support him as a man. Again, I repeat that, because again, he could be the biggest racist in the world, but this man is parenting his daughter. And I just want to repeat that I no longer believe this girl got cerebral palsy to the point where it excuses her from being disciplined, from doing some shit she knows she didn't have any business doing. What makes you feel like doing stuff like that? What makes you feel like doing stuff like that? What makes you feel like doing stuff like that? What makes you feel like doing stuff like that? So you trying to tell me this guy, as a parent, said to his child, don't do something, and the child did it. He spanks her. Okay, she gets a whooping. Because white people now, you're going to officially know what a whooping is. Like, you said spanking, and you use them interchangeably. But now you know that this is a spanking. And what the judge shared with his daughter was a whooping. And there are times as a parent that a whooping must ensue. I'm just letting you know. Because apparently we don't. Apparently we don't. We forgot that. We think we still think timeout is good enough. And then we wonder what happened. They grow up into these people. They grow up into these people that grow up breaking the law and disrespecting everybody around everybody and bringing everybody in their lives, dragging them down with their own bull. Oh yeah, I never did get her. See, I'm saying half. I'm telling you half story. But what I was telling you about was the little boys. Yeah, these little boys thought it would be a good idea to drop a shopping cart off of a 4th-story parking garage. It hit this woman who was walking with her teenage son in the head. She's now in a coma. But anyway, let's just say some little unparented, selfish little trick decides to get drunk at the party and get in her car and drive down the wrong way and have a head-on accident and kills everybody in the car with her, all her girlfriends, and kills everybody in the car she hit except for herself. She's fine. She got a couple of scratches. Can the father of that child then sue the community? Because the father of that child was like, I used to try to tell her to that she was too young to drink, but you know, I lost my job and had to pay a fine for disciplining her, so I stopped disciplining her. So in the process of stopping disciplining her, she's now alcoholic, and she's running amok everywhere she goes. So I'm gonna need to sue the community. I'm gonna need to sue you for everything you have too, because I actually had a good job at the time that you cited me for said quote unquote child abuse. So if you get in trouble, since people get in trouble for parenting their kids, when the kids grows up and just fucks up somebody else's entire life or everybody else's entire life, can the parent that you stop from disciplining them then sue you? Because I think a lot of you parents are owed some money. You know, now I'm not talking about you trifling hoes that were appalled at this whooping. I'm talking about you people who want to whoop your kids, but you know that you're going to endure all this BS for disciplining them. So you don't, and your kid grow up trifling when they break the law and such. Because if that's the case, why do people want to look and say, where were the parents? That's what's pissing me off. Because all you people that are saying, where are the parents right now? Because you ask him, where are the parents? And here Judge Adams is saying, here I am right here. And you're saying, no, you can't do that. He's like, but you just asked where the parents were. I'm standing up. You know what? And you know what else really pisses me off about this whole thing? Is because half of the people who are up in arms whoop their kids. Half of the people that are up in arms behind this, you whoop your kids and they deserve it when you whoop them. And the other half needs to whoop their kids. Before I wrap all this up, I am absolutely not an advocate of child abuse. And I do not dislike children as a whole. I just dislike unparented children. And when I say that, I mean adult age unparented children as well, and in fact especially, which is why from day one on my channel, the first thing you see on the description before the big long list of character traits that I prefer in my life is parent your freaking kids. But you don't hear me though. You don't hear me though. I don't want y'all. I don't want you. You people that are up in arms about this, I don't want to hear your mouth when somebody breaks into your house. I don't. I don't want to hear your mouth because you thought that person shouldn't be spanked. I don't want to hear your mouth when somebody gets molested. I don't want to hear your mouth when there's a bar brawl and somebody gets put. I don't want to hear your mouth when somebody's driving recklessly and changes other people's lives. I don't want to hear your mouth when your child tries that mess with the right person and get their ass whipped. Because when you not parenting your child, other people will. If you don't parent your child, life will do it for you, and you can't get upset when other people step up where you didn't. When you don't parent your child and your child think they can get away with bossing up on somebody else the way they were able to do with you, and that person beats them down like you thought the whooping was gonna be child abuse, I think that you would prefer the whooping over the beat down that the person is gonna give you for stepping out of line later in life. I don't want to hear your mouth. I don't want to hear your mouth when your child think it's okay to go to McDonald's and slap dude across the register and then jump over the counter like they gonna jump him from 2 different directions, and he beats them down with a metal pipe. I don't want to hear your mouth then. I don't want to hear none of y'all's mouth who are up in arms about this bad ass look, and she trying to look as sweet and innocent as possible. I'm telling you, she knows all the basic tricks. That was the straw that broke the camel's back. But what are you looking for out of this? I just want him to get help. Get help what? Is parental rehab to show you how not to raise a child? Like, what kind of help is he gonna get? You need help because you are a selfish bitch, and your mom just wants a piece of the action. But to know the rest of the world is filled with these misguided, unparented tricks out here, male and female, makes me just want to stay locked up in the house. Like I said, I didn't watch the whole video. I watched because I didn't even want to contribute to her getting views, because that's what she wants. Because the more publicity she gets on this bullshit, the higher of a raise she'll get for interviews on shows and news shows and talk shows and interview shows, and who are feeding into it. This whole country owes you an apology right now, Judge, because you are doing some parenting. And when he whooped her, he didn't whoop her that hard. Wasn't nothing wrong with her. Did you see her after the whooping, when she went to go turn off the camera? When she went to go turn, she looked around like, oh, I hope we got all that. Did you get that? Did we get that angle? Like, she wasn't even really crying. That's how you do. And what do you think people do when they get a whooping? You like, she was just like telling him, no, stop, daddy, stop. What do you think kids say when they getting a whooping? They say, no, stop, that hurts, ouch, ouch, I won't do it no more. Sometimes, you're killing me, I'm dying. You know, maybe a little bit of that so they'll ease up. You're talking about, she was crying and hollering. Number one, look very closely. She was not crying. Come on now. I'm so sick of you phony motherfuckers, I don't even know what to do.